everybody, and welcome back to my channel. We have got some thrilling content for you today. Today we have Gabby. Happy birthday, Gabby! And we have Mandy. Today we are going to Chick-fil-A and various other places, and we're gonna have a mukbang. For those of you who don't know what a mukbang is, or a mukbang, it's basically, I don't know, some people, I've heard it before. It's basically where you get a shit ton of food and you eat it and then you talk about life and other things. So right now we're on our way to Chick-fil-A to get the first item on our list. 30 chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A. We're getting the platter, ladies. Or we're going somewhere first. Yee! Giant panda.
Look how calm she is as well.
So here's some of our spread. We have pizza, we have chips of various kinds, we have 30 Chick-fil-A nuggets and some Polynesian sauce, we have slushies, we have queso, we have guac, we have taquitos, we have pigs in a blanket, we have seasoned fries, and there's a more taquitos, and they're about to all go in the oven. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open up some of these nugs, and then some chips while all the big items are cooking. So we saw this and we had to get them. Oh, what is this? Mummy? I've never seen all the mummies.
What? Oh my god, sit your ass down. This is the best movie series of all time.
Oh, I'm ready.
I saw this movie with Uncle Phil and Lori Charleston.
That body paint though.
Who is that?
She was like Ms. Puerto Rico. She was
Puerto Rican?
She's ethnically ambiguous.
Why do they always
Oh my gosh.
Latin people to play every race?
Because white people think that Hispanics are very crazy.
Okay, are we gonna start spilling tea?
Like, no joke, this is the first thing we've all eaten today, so we're starving right now. These are already almost gone. We just opened them. Hey, I'm not saying anything. We three hungry girls.
Exactly.
We ain't growing, but that's okay. That means we can eat food too, you know? So dramatic.
I mean, how stupid are you? You killed a pharaoh and you fly now.
They knew they were gonna die anyway.
So we gotta open the queso too.
You might want to put it in the bowl and warm it up.
Why?
Bruh.
Just eat it straight out of the thing.
No, babe.
Yeah.
No, guys.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Why?
Oh god.
Why? All it is just spicy cheese.
Congealed cheese.
Drink. Okay, let's tell each other secrets.
So we're spilling tea, we're spilling secrets.
I'll go first. I hate you. You messed up.
I hate you
My God.
less than everybody else.
I hate you because you ruined the rest of the world with your loveliness.
This was such a good idea. I feel like we should do like truth or dare, but only truth, so we can spill
We
tea.
should get the cube.
Get
Amanda,
the
go
cube.
get the cube from your room.
Ooh, that bitch haunted. Yay!
I can think of a few people who should be mummified alive.
That's the real tea. Is it truly mummification if they don't take his brain out through his nose? He wouldn't be alive.
Yeah, it's because he's cursed.
Oh. Here's a not so secret. I hate bugs. They're disgusting. Although I know all of them have a purpose for the most part.
Because of the mummy movies, I used to have nightmares of bugs getting under my skin
Oh.
and like laying eggs.
Like my mom is an arachnophobe.
For those of you dumbos who don't know, an arachnophobe is a person with an extreme or irrational fear of spiders. And I'm one too, so the only spider I want is Spider-Man, bitch.
And there was one time we were in the pool. She like cleans out the middle of her pool noodle with one of the jet because she was always paranoid stuff would get in there. The one day she didn't do it. There was a spider in it. So she pops on the pool noodle, floats out, smacks it to go kill it. That bitch was pregnant. And so thousands, I kid you not, thousands of baby spiders started swimming all in the pool. It literally was something out of a horror movie. I just hear her screaming from the pool area. Never again.
We used to live in a house that had spider problem. Just daddy long legs. But They would get in my bed at night.
Oh.
And I would wake up to them crawling on my arms and legs. And I was always worried that hearing a kid and an older kid will be like, a bug's gonna come and lay eggs in your ears. And then they'll get in your brain and kill you.
You need some weird old kids, man. All my old kids were like,
I'm gonna become a worship leader.
I'm like, okay.
No, like siblings.
Oh.
Oh, we're siblings. You wanted to be a worship leader.
I mean, I wanted to be in the band.
I wanted to
because I wanted to be cool, and I just so happened to play guitar.
I wanted to be the leader because I thought that would get me friends.
Just being in the band by association made you friends. Okay, so I'm looking at the camera now. It has been a total of 8 minutes, and we have 1 nugget left. That tells you anything about how hungry we were.
We didn't eat all day.
This is literally the first meal we've had today.
This isn't healthy, kids. Don't do it. Do it. Advisory. Don't do what we do. Do it! Do as we say, not as we do.
Just do it!
Can I have the last nugget? Yeah. My video, I get to have the last nugget. Oh, that's the thing. Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out today.
Well, for us pre-order crew, it comes out today.
It actually comes out tomorrow, officially.
Yeah! Woo! How many years have we been waiting for this? Too damn long? I've done my waiting. So I'll be a bit and ask them.
Who wants to do the cube? We have some good quality content.
So we have a Truth or Dare cube here. We have Truth, Funny Story, Dance, Dare, Crush, or Take a Sip. And we don't have any alcohol right now.
We have this.
We have Slurpees. I'm gonna take a sip all day long.
Anyway, the cube.
Funny story. What is a funny story?
So this isn't my story because my life isn't that funny, but one time my great aunt was in the movies way back in the day. I think this was like 60 something maybe. There's this guy behind her who keeps like hitting her chair and she's like, stop it, please stop, cut it out. Bear in mind, my Bippy was a little 5'4" Hispanic girl, just like, cut it out, now. She went, stop. She jumped over her seat and starts beating the hell out of this guy in the middle of the movie theater.
That's amazing. I believe it.
I believe it. If the guy was wimpy enough, I believe it. I don't know if she threw him over chairs, but I know she threw down.
She was a delinquent.
I actually have a funny story about a relative. My grandma, she was born and raised in New York. Well, I mean, she wasn't born in New York. She was born in Norway, but she grew up in New York. Basically born and raised. And there, at the time, there was a lot of movies going on in New York. So there was one time she accidentally walked down the wrong alleyway or something. She ended up on a movie set. She didn't realize this until she almost got ran over by the Batmobile.
What?
She walked onto a set accidentally because security wasn't back then. He almost got run over by Adam West in the Batmobile.
Wait, are we talking the movie where like the UN guy who turned into dust or whatever?
Maybe.
No, wait, this would be, what are they supposed to be? Like international diplomats.
Yeah, so she almost got ran over, then she got cursed out by Adam West.
I would have been like, hey, get your badass out of there. Didn't you meet Adam West?
Very briefly, but that was before I knew that story because she told us that. My grandma told me this after we met him at a Comic-Con very briefly in like a meet and greet. Or no, we did the photo op. So I think we didn't really even get to say hi. They just kind of lined us up. Because for some reason we got there and then they thought there were no more people even though we were the last in line. And we're like, no, like we paid for this. Yeah. He did not look happy to be there, TBH. But then afterwards we told our grandma about it.
So you met the guy who almost ran over your grandma?
Yeah, and then after we told our grandma, oh yeah, we met Adam West. And she's like, oh, I was almost run over by him. I'm like, what? Okay, my turn for the cube brush.
Oh, tell us.
Well,
Dish.
I don't have like a real crush right now. I'm like halfway talking to somebody, but like still not completely sure how
Tell
to
us
feel
about
about
like an old crush.
an old crush.
Tell us about like a celebrity crush.
Celebrity crush?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you know about this one, but I'm still kind of in love with Cole Sprouse, but back in the day, I was obsessed with Sweet Life. I would watch it every single day, and for a while I had a mild crush on both of the twins, but then as they got older, like, Cole was just my preference. He was a little more analytical. Like, I was at the point I knew where they were born, I knew where they grew up, I know that they have matching moles on their faces, but they're on opposite sides. I could tell them apart. No, but yeah, so I was so obsessed. I used to ask my mom to buy the Danimals slurpable yogurts because they had their faces on them. I would never drink them because I really don't like yogurt.
Danimals yogurt is not yogurt, it's just sugar.
And the fact that it's like sugar mush and I don't like it, it's an issue. Because I like sugar mush everything. I just like sugar in general. But I would cut out their faces and then put them on my notebook. The typical like little middle schooler thing to do was cut out pictures of your crush and put them on your notebook. Yeah. And I was homeschooled, so nobody saw my notebook. I didn't have that shame.
I remember, like, this was back in the day. They had hair longer than mine in, like, all the wrong places, and I was like, they look like sheepdogs. They're so ugly. Sorry, boys.
Hey, we all have phases. I had a phase I wore a completely pink camo for like 2 weeks straight, head to toe, including a fuzzy pink purse that went with it.
You remember Justice?
Yes!
We went into a Justice 2 months ago.
Yeah. Didn't we find that like unicorn like cape thing?
They have capes now.
I'm gonna see if I can find a picture so I can post it on the screen because it was glorious.
Like, not that much has changed, except they don't have
Age-appropriate clothes now.
tracksuits. Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about how they dress in little girls now.
Oh my god. We were shopping
Yeah.
earlier and we were in the junior section. It was all super short crop top.
I couldn't find a single shirt.
No, it was ridiculous. I mean, like, I have a long torso, so normal shirts can almost look like crop tops on me.
I could not find one singular shirt that fit me, who is small, who is just like...
Yeah, she's very short statured, very petite. So
My bones aren't very large.
yeah, whereas I am big boned and fluffy. So you can imagine.
And then we go to the guys section. That is the only place I could find shirts that went all the way down. And the fabric is better.
Fabric is way better.
The prices are better. And I'm just like, if you want clothes, like normal clothes like this, you gotta go somewhere like an Old Navy or something, which is generally for, you know, more mature ladies, not juniors. And you gotta spend more.
Yeah, it's
to
ridiculous.
get just a decent shirt. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, you better stop! So I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, it's 2019. I know people are probably gonna talk if I do this, but I'm just down for wearing guy shirts and blouses. Cuff it, tie it, call it a day.
At the end of the day,
It's more comfortable.
everyone's obsessed with like gender neutral clothing. All clothing is technically gender neutral because it's fabric.
Yeah, when you think about it, it's weird that certain things are gendered. And this is from a more, if you know me, you know how I feel about certain things. But I'm just like, when you really think about it, it's odd. And I'm not even saying this to be like, oh, crazy. I don't know if I'm millennial or Gen Z. I'm at the border.
No, you're considered the very beginning of Gen Z because I'm considered at the very end of millennial.
Okay, so.
Yeah, I'm like 95, 96 is like
The cutoff.
the cutoff, but most people say 96 is the
I'm not
cutoff.
even saying this as a, like, whatever, Gen Zer. I'm just saying when you, like, really think of, sometimes at night,
I'll be staring into the abyss, and I think to myself, you know what? It's really odd that smells are gendered.
why can't a guy smell like roses and a girl smell like mutts? When you think about it, it's like, what is feminine about flowers?
Who decided this? I want to know.
Yeah.
Put it in the comments below. Who decided that
If-
those certain smells were
If
gendered?
you know like a history of this, I'm studying floral design. If we go way back in history to the Romans, you would get 1.5 feet of rose petals at their party because everything smelled so bad.
Oh.
The Romans would have their servants throwing petals from above to shower their guests, and they would walk on the petals and crush them and release the scent, so everything would smell less like the literal crap that was in the streets. So really that's it. The usage of smells, we can, I mean, obviously it started earlier. You go back into the Bible, it's like, hey, here's frankincense and myrrh to embalm your child, Mary. Not to alarm you. But who decided this?
Yeah.
Where did it come from? Isn't this the year that, like, Blade Runner happened?
I don't know.
I think I saw something on Facebook. I've never seen Blade Runner. I've heard of it.
I haven't either.
All I know that is in the new one, Harrison Ford actually decked Ryan Gosling, and he was like, Ryan Gosling's like, so.
Should I try guacamole? Anyone who really knows me, I don't really enjoy guacamole. I worked at a Subway and just like ruined it forever for me.
Have the prison beard and
Oh, it smells gross.
there's probably cilantro in it. Grace doesn't like anything
I do.
because she was raised in a household that was afraid of seasoning. She's working on it and she's growing and she's spreading her wings, and I'm proud.
I haven't quite soared yet, but I'm like getting ready for liftoff, you know?
It's like, you know what this makes me think of?
What?
Mothman. Let's talk about cryptids.
Yes!
Do you believe?
I think so. I think so. I mean, the way I feel about like cryptids and just mythical things in general, the myth had to come from somewhere. Where the hell did it come from? Like, okay, for example, like mermaids and sirens. Every single culture has a version of the story.
Yeah.
Every single culture is very much the same, even though none of them were connected. And I think most of them are in Australia.
A lot of people will say that mermaids and stuff were dolphins or manatees, and I get that because they exist, but not everywhere has dolphins or manatees. So I mean, obviously the sailors would get heat stroke. Hey, it's pizza! Today's feast, mostly provided by my sister.
And Aldi's. On me, please. Help a broke bitch out, would you?
For real though, like, certain things are just like extinct animals we don't have anymore. I want to believe in the Loch Ness Monster. This is something that I've always just wanted to be.
Yeah.
Since childhood. I was like, I want to believe there's a dinosaur out there in Scotland doing its thing in this giant loch.
The giant loch.
I want to believe in it, in Nessie. Other things, I don't know.
I feel like Nessie is the one that is like really
That's the most
very
grounded.
possible.
That's the most grounded of them. Okay.
Because there's dinosaurs that fit that exact description, so there very well could be one.
Last night, there was a really bad storm. No one was here but me and my mom, but we saw like a transformer explode outside. I guess probably we saw 2 green flashes. And I was, in the back of my mind, I'm like, Pirates of the Caribbean? Is Jack Sparrow coming back from the dead?
Are they aliens here?
Are they cool aliens? Because I'll party with some cool aliens.
I'm ready.
I actually, and YouTube may try to flag me for this because they're trying to make conspiracy theory things go away, but you know what? We're here.
You can't hide the truth.
Can't hide the truth! That's the real tea. Anyway, I fell down the alien rabbit hole one day after watching some Shane Dawson videos.
Oh boy.
It actually was confirmed in an actual interview from like the actual government that there are at least 3 different kinds of aliens on this earth right now.
Aliens.
No, like actual extraterrestrial life. The most prevalent being what they call, I think it's called the White Walkers.
Wait, like those guys from...
Don't laugh!
Fresno?
You're next, bitch!
Like the Fresno night crawlers? It looks like a pair of pants with like
No,
a
they're kind of like humanoid kind of aliens, but I think they're mainly like kind of like not like what you think of when you think of an alien, like, you know, tall, bulbous head, like, but it's something similar to yeah, I don't like it.
Something humanoid.
Yeah, it's very much a humanoid, but they're
Where did it come from? What planet?
I can't remember. It's been like at least 2 years since I saw that video, but it's out there.
I don't know if I believe that, but I've been to New Mexico. That place has some weird vibes. You know, like liminal space thing? Like, okay, an airport is a liminal space because people come and go, but no one lives there.
Oh yeah.
So it's like people say, oh, it's a gateway to the spirit world. But when you're in an airport,
Do you really feel like you're in a normal place on Earth?
is everyone alive there? You see these people looking very lost, very confused. And if you talk to them, they'll just be like, what? This?
I'm convinced. I feel like that's also like kind of a really good place to hide a body. I'm just saying.
How do you get it in? You know the security there?
You bring them in and you murder them in the airport.
You know how many cameras there are? Do you know about security theater?
Security doesn't exist!
Yeah, that's the thing. Let's talk about Mothman.
I don't actually know a whole lot about Mothman.
I didn't know about Mothman until like 2 years ago. My friend messages me. She's like,
I just saw Mothman!
and I'm like, what the hecking crap is a Mothman? And then she like explains, this is when I found out what cryptids were. All we have in Florida is the swamp man, Florida swamp man, which turned out to be an orangutan that a drug dealer had kept, and it got loose, and yeah, people thought it was like a swamp creature man, but it was just an orangutan. Plain Mothman is a thing that appears before disaster, da 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 da. She was like, yeah, it was probably an owl, but right after that, her sister ran over a rabbit. So I'm like,
What other like main cryptids do you know about? 'Cause, like, I'm intrigued, I don't know that much, and I'm kind of scared to look it up.
I know about the Fresno night crawlers, I think they're called. Okay, Future Grace put up a picture of that right here. They look just like pants with little rounded heads. It's so funny. Mothman, Nessie, Florida Swamp Man. Florida doesn't have really good ones. There's the Jersey Devil, which my mom was terrified of as a child. That one's scary. I don't believe in it. Creatures from mythology could be considered cryptids, but in like actively in the United States, El Chupacabra from Puerto Rico. Holla at my people. I was asking Dizzy about the Chupacabra, and she was like, "Oh yeah, they talked about that." I was like, "Hey, have you ever heard of El Chupacabra?"
Oh,
Hey,
we got
taquitos.
taquitos!
And then there's a Wendigo, which scares the hell
Ellen.
I don't know.
That thing looks like how I imagine Satan, and I can't do it. A Wendigo is apparently a lost soul. It was in an episode of DuckTales, and I like almost started crying, and I'm terrified of these things, and I'm like,
I was telling them what.
And then werewolves.
I have always loved werewolf lore.
The medieval furry community.
But you know what? It's Mandy's turn to do the cute. Yes, you are a part of this mukbang.
She's really not though. She's just for the food.
Oh.
Now that we've talked about cryptids,
Take a sip.
that's not fun.
It really wants her to be hydrated.
Water. It's important to stay hydrated. Okay.
True.
Ask me a truth.
In this world right now, preferably alive, if you could marry any celebrity, who would it be?
That's not truth. You have to ask,
Oh, wait,
is it
no.
true? You have to ask,
Is it true?
true?
Oh God, I'm terrible at truth. Better let me ask a question.
I don't know enough about celebrities. I don't know a celebrity that I would want. I know a celebrity I would want Mandy to marry.
Zachary Levi.
Zachary Levi, because I want him to be my big brother.
Low-key, I also want the, well, not low-key, I want the Dwayne The Rock Johnson to be my cool Polynesian uncle.
I also.
Be like,
My Uncle Dwayne's gonna kick your ass!
and then be like, oh, really? Be like,
Yes, man! What the Rock is cooking!
Anything you want to ask me, I have to answer on camera.
is it true that you thought I was weird when you first met me?
No, we were 5.
Cool, sick.
Our anniversary's coming up. What are we?
17. We are the age of my little brother.
Our freaking friendship can almost vote.
That's horrifying. We're old.
Dance!
Do you know the Deja Vu song? Deja Vu, I've just been in this place before.
Alright, my turn. Dare.
I dare you to give me $40. No.
Wow!
That's jokes. That's jokes. You know what I dare you to do? Meal prep.
You dare me to meal prep?
Yeah, do like a week, do a vlog, like however many days of meal prep. And it
Okay.
has to be fairly healthy.
Okay. I think I can do that.
Bitch, don't fool yourself. You are eating a whole pack of Little Debbie muffins while you're editing this.
No fast food is during that time.
I think that could work. Cause I was actually thinking about doing that. Don't look at me like I'm weird, okay? I grew up eating buttered chicken and rice. I love you, Mom, but like, you need to upgrade your menu. One of my clients asked like, oh, the buttered chicken's good. I'm like, oh no. My household, it is literally plain ass chicken breasts cooked in butter. That's it.
That sounds so sad and just gross.
Sheer willpower and determination. Take a sip.
Truth. Go ahead, y'all.
Is it true that you think my life is incredibly sad?
What kind of question is that? You are actively working to make it better.
Despite the hand that you were dealt, and despite the circumstances you've been through, so no, I think you are triumphant.
Bro, kicks life's ass.
We've eaten 30 nuggets, an entire plate of taquitos, half a bag of family-sized tortilla chips, half a thing of 7-8 ounces of Polynesian sauce, half a thing of guacamole. We just cracked open the con queso, and we've had some pizza as well.
If we're doing a mukbang, we should talk about Korea. I want you to watch K-drama. I need someone to know just my pain. I need you to feel the feelings. There's one about an alien. If you've ever watched K-dramas, you will probably know my love from the stars, my love from another star, my love from the star. It depends on the translation. It's so good. And the actress is in another really good K-drama that I'll tell you about later. Oh my god, it's so good. What is in the water in Korea? Let's talk about that.
That's the real conspiracy theory. Why is everyone in Korea so pretty? It ain't fair, I tell you.
It ain't fair.
Theater. Ah, it's acid. Oh look, the natives are being killed while the white men look on.
Alright, here's the real truth. Back in the day,
Yeah.
when I was younger, on the topic of certain actors in The Mummy, I had a crush on Brendan Fraser when I was really, really little.
Oh, did you? Was it because of George of the Jungle?
No, it was because of Dudley Do-Right.
I never saw that.
I loved the Dudley Do-Right movies. No one else in my family likes them. I
remember
adored
that you
them.
really liked it. I broke my George of the Jungle taste. I watched it so many times. I didn't have a crush on Brendan Fraser. I just loved that movie.
Yeah, no, it's a great movie too. I loved that movie.
I wanted to live in the treehouse, and I loved.
Yeah, we all know you got a crush on her.
I really didn't.
You broke?
Because I loved that movie, and I still do. I wanted a pet toucan. I loved the scene with the monkey when he scares off the lion. Cinematic gold. George of the Jungle. They don't make movies like that anymore.
See, I didn't have a crush on George of the Jungle. I did have a crush on Tarzan.
Like animated Tarzan?
Hell yeah.
I mean, now, like, he's like, Tarzan's very sweet. Now, looking back now that I'm older, Hercules is so just nice. What a nice guy.
No, yeah, but I had a huge crush on Tarzan when I was really, really little, because I remember when the movie came out and I was obsessed. And funny story, when I was younger, I remember going to Disney and seeing a Tarzan stage show, which my family...
Tarzan Rocks.
Yeah, Tarzan Rocks. My family told me for years that I was crazy because that show never existed, and they never took me to one. And so you know what I did?
I did some research.
Then one day, I found it. I found a video of the show. And I showed my mom. She's like, oh wait, yeah, I remember that. I've been told since I was like at least 10 that I never went to this show. Same thing with the Cat in the Hat ride at Universal. I thought I had a weird, trippy, acid-induced dream when I was like 5 about the Cat in the Hat ride. And everyone's like, no, that ride doesn't exist. And I went to Universal by myself when I was like 21, something like that. 21. And I saw it and I went on it, and it was the exact dream that I remembered when I was like 5 or 6.
Real talk, real tea. I would murder for you.
Aww, I would murder for you too.
I'm not just talking gunshot. I'm talking like... I'm talking oh, I know how to legally like get away with murder.
You might not want to say that.
I'm not telling you.
Hypothetically, if we're speaking in story terms here, all you need is a boar. I won't say anything else.
You're gonna get plowed.
It's educational. Bricks! Can you explain the theory behind the whiskers?
I would, but I'd have to kill you.
Also, Loki, I want to, you know that Animoji video I made of the internet is here?
Yeah.
I want to do every single Hills Not on Fire and Animoji. There's more!
That's too much effort. It's an Oreo bar. You know who's the ideal that I want for you? Tom Hiddleston.
Oh, I would love that. He
so,
seems like such a nice man.
Gentlemanly. I just want to be his friend.
The fact that Taylor Swift broke up with him because he was like too obsessed with her, that's not a problem.
Because he was thinking about marriage because he's in his 30s. In your professional opinion, if you could do anything with Mandy and Mai's hair, what would you do? Ooh, you're unlimited. Unlimited.
I kind of like Mandy as a redhead. I think I would go for more of a slightly brighter cherry cola color, and then I would put like almost like a balayage of a slightly brighter on the ends.
Oh man,
like kind of similar to how my hair is a little bit, but all like that cherry cola kind of color.
You would be stunning.
And like I would do some, like I like the fringe haircuts that you're looking at because they sit right at a good length. You can still put it up. I know you work. As much as I love you in bangs, I think you look better with just kind of like cool, kind of like Farrah Fawcett, like.
Yeah, I like the Farrah Fawcett thing.
Whereas like, I think you look really good in like the Julie Andrews pixie cut. I'll put a picture right here. When I was still in cosmetology school, I did it for her. And it was so cute. And for some reason, I could never get it exactly that same again. It was like one of those flukes. Like, it looked so good on her.
When you figure it out, come back to me.
And then I think you would look good with like a midnight blue color with like some cobalt blue streaks through it.
I don't want to dye her hair like a sandy blonde.
I don't see her as a blonde.
Sandy blonde.
Like she doesn't look bad as a blonde.
I do. Anyway, what were you saying? Midnight blue ends?
And then like kind of like a deep cobalt blue streaks through it because you look really good with dark hair. I think that would look really cute. Or like if you wanted to go a little crazier, you could do a slightly longer pixie cut and then have like kind of a balayage at the ends of like that dark midnight blue into like a really rich turquoise. That would be so pretty.
Like this kind of pixie.
Yes, that kind of pixie, but like a midnight blue.
If I win the lottery, we're going somewhere that can give me a really good dye job. Because my hair doesn't like...
No, your hair doesn't like to hold color. It's
like,
really weird.
I'm going to be like Dolly Parton and just have wigs. And my hair
Dolly Parton is a queen.
She is my queen, yeah. Build a celebrity family.
I would definitely want my father to be like young Dick Van Dyke. Like...
I want him to be my grandpa. I want him to adopt me. Just
Julie Andrews.
Holler at your girl.
Like, she would either be like...
I want her to be my crazy grandma. Because I know she's crazy. IRL.
She is savage.
I want Ellen DeGeneres to be my cool aunt.
Yes. Because then she'd be like, you know, hey, here's a car. I'm like, thanks, Auntie Ellen. who would I want to be like my celebrity parent?
Yeah, parents is very tricky.
Like, who would I want to make me who I am, you know? It's like, how do you pick that?
I'm totally blanking on celebrities old enough to be my parents now that we're bringing this up, and the only male I can think of is John Stamos, besides Ross Johnson. I don't know that I want him as my dad. As my uncle, sure.
I feel like John Stamos would be an okay dad. He'd be like the cool dad, and then you'd need to have someone.
He'd be like the dad all your friends have the hots for, and it's really awkward though.
Yeah.
Oh my god, your dad is so hot.
Ew, that's my dad.
Real talk, an actual funny story. I just remembered. I was in our local weeaboo store, and they had an all my body pillowcase, and I was with Austin, my brother, and I very loudly yelled in the middle of the store, "Gross! That's our dad!" Like
Can All Might be my dad?
Our collective fandom dad. Yes, my celebrity dad is All
Fictional
Might.
characters count. All Might is my dad. Who would be mom?
Oh, I don't know. Every time he comes on screen and when I'm watching Hero, I do the "You are my dad.
You're my dad. Boogie woogie woogie." Like I would say like maybe like Mary Poppins as a mom, but she would never have kids. She's too busy taking care of everybody else's.
She throws too much shade for me. Like I've read the book and she is just like
all shade.
Mary Poppins is that.
She's that bitch.
You know who I could see being your celebrity mom?
Who?
With very little knowledge of this person except their work, is Idina Menzel.
Can Idina Menzel be my mom?
Oh my god.
I would die.
What a freaking family. Your grandparents are Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke.
Who? You know what do you think?
If your mom was gonna be somebody from Broadway, it would be like Patty LaBelle or Bernadette Peters.
Bernadette Peters. That's Grace's
Or Barbara
mom.
Streisand.
Babs is our grandma.
Babs is like our rich grandma. Bernadette Peters maybe, but I think she's actually older than Babs.
How old is Bernadette Peters?
Google it. Somebody Google it.
Ask Siri.
I just see like maybe Patty LuPone is my mom, or like if Kristen Chenoweth had me really young, like I see it, you know.
I could see Kristen Chenoweth as your mom, but that would be like you would be the most extra
I'm already the most extra person ever. Like personality wise, everything else I really don't care, but like personality wise, I'm like, no, here's everybody else, I'm like way up here. And then like as soon as I socialize with anybody who isn't like my immediate family or friend family, I go from like way up here to like down here.
Same.
It's the curse of being a Gemini.
Okay, let's tell each other what fictional character we think the other is.
I don't know why this is coming to mind. You remind me a bit of DW from Arthur. No, you're like super sassy and like you
is a bitch.
No, she was always super sassy. She always called everyone out on their shit, which is great.
There's an episode called The Bleep, and GW doesn't know what the F-bomb means. I guess. And
I feel like I'm like
she
SpongeBob.
drops it in the middle of her mom's in a crystal store, and she drops this expensive crystal thing because GW says, "What does it mean?" You're not SpongeBob.
Who am I?
Somebody cute.
Yeah, because I wake up, I'm like, hello world and all who inhabit it. I'm like the spunky one and all my coworkers are Squidward. And then by the time I leave work, I am also Squidward.
Mandy is Squidward.
Who would I be then?
Anyway. In the SpongeBob dynamic.
Maybe I could be Sandy.
I haven't watched enough SpongeBob to know.
You are kind of DW.
I loved DW.
You're like the Boomafoo. Did you watch that show?
Very minimally. Did you guys ever watch Zoom?
Ubby-dubby. I was watching that once and my mom turned it off. She's like, I can't take this. But now that I am older, I understand. I'm like, yeah.
You know what would be great?
What?
Is if, and I'm thinking of this in like a video context. What if we did our own version of Legends of the Hidden Temple?
How would we accomplish that?
Find someone with a freaking really big backyard.
If you were a magical creature, no, if the other person's a magical creature, what would they be? Mandy's like a...
I feel like you would be some version of the Fae. Not necessarily a fairy, but like...
a goblin.
No, not a goblin.
What, like a borrower?
Like, I know there's like a different version of a fairy other than what we think of as fairies. That's what
pixie?
I think so. You'd be more of like a pixie or
A
sprite.
sprite.
I feel like you would be like a water pixie.
Mandy's like...
Not a nymph. Not a nymph.
Mandy's a kitsune.
Katsune, I can see that.
You're a nine-tailed fox that transforms into a beautiful woman and tricks people. There's a Pokemon based off that called Ninetales, which is really pretty. So, Grace,
Kitsune.
Grace, you're just like, you know, a mermaid, I guess. It's not even a question.
I'm like definitely a mermaid, 10 out of 10. I literally, when I was younger, everyone else was swimming like normal and I'd always swim like this from the time I was little.
I can attest to that. I can barely swim.
But the thing is, my feet are really small, so I never had any good propulsion. And then the second I tried on flippers for the first time, I was zooming through the water.
It's true. I can't
literally
hardly.
Most people have to learn how to swim when they get their mermaid tails for the first time. I got a clock tail just to see what it was like. I literally had no issue transitioning because I already swam like that anyway.
You need to find your true mermaid family and unlock your destiny.
We need to find my pod. Maybe that's why I met Cal. All of the mermaid shits in Australia.
He's Lewis from H2O.
I would totally marry Ron Stoppable,
There was
no
the
lie.
stupid one who was pretty.
I had such a crush on Ron Stoppable when I was younger. I loved him. Everyone thought I was crazy.
I thought he was really cool, but I didn't know.
I mean, he learns Kung Fu and saves the world.
He is the master of Tai Chi Tekwa.
Uh-huh.
And he has Rufus, which is...
Bueno Nacho.
I literally...
taco. Always grab a stack of why not? I'm buying Rufus in my pocket. You can't stop it. Can't drop it down. You might just pop it. Rufus and Ron Stoppable.
And a best friend, Kim Possible. The new Kim Possible. What is that?
It's
yeah, the new Kim Possible, and it's so bad.
It looks like one of those like YouTube fan-made things. If it was that, I would say it looks...
Yeah, and it's a movie, and they're all like way too young. Like they look like they're in middle school, not high school. They like, it's just, does it feel like they are almost hypersexualizing the girl who's playing Kim?
Thank you. Like even her shirt, it's not really showing anything, but like the lines on it are
yeah, it's a live action.
It's drawing your eyes to her chest, and it's
yeah.
Like Kim wore it was a crop top, but she was a cartoon, and
yeah.
also the cargo pants are way too tight for her to be moving in.
No, she would rip them.
They're not made of spandex or anything.
No, yeah, cargo shorts, they need to be baggy.
If they wanted to put her in leggings, fine. If they were stretchy, but
I don't mind the guy who they picked for Ron.
Oh,
I wish he was a little older.
I can't stand him.
Like, if I were to just look at him, I'd be like, okay, he seems like a Ron Stoppable type. Like, if he makes more sense than
I'm worried
Kim.
about how they're gonna do Rufus because I haven't seen it.
It's CG, but like because it's Disney Channel, I worry about the CG.
What happened to amazing movies like High School Musical? I can look back and I know it's bad. I know, but I still love it.
High School Musical was everything.
Also, I could never stand Chad's girlfriend. And looking back, she's a lot older than the others.
No, when she started filming, she was in her mid-20s, and by the last one, she was in her mid-30s. She was like a total bitch to Gabriella in the first movie, I'm just saying.
She really was. Like, Gabriella, I understand why she had her little breakdown in the first one, because she had no friends. And then in the second one, Troy was being a jerk. The third one is where it was like...
Grayish.
Yeah, that was stupid. But, you know, you're in high school, you're gonna be Looking back on Troy Bolton, relatable. When he's like in the whatever room alone after work and he just like... and then he goes back to work.
Yeah, basically.
Just walks off.
That's me like every day, TBH.
I've been there. I've been there. But Troy Bolton is really good. Zac Efron aged like freaking cereal on a couch.
Like, I felt like he was going up for a little bit, and now I'm worried.
Not his looks.
Like, personality-wise?
Like, personality, branding, like what he's doing with himself. Like, he did freaking Greatest Showman. I thought, okay. Oh, that's who would be my celebrity dad.
Hugh Jackman?
Hugh Jackman.
I love Hugh Jackman. That means I would have Wolverine as a dad.
You know who I want as, I was gonna say my uncle, but he's actually...
I'm gonna go random mummy now.
Getting back to it.
It'd be a lot better if I had my cup of coffee!
I was gonna say uncle, but he's actually young enough to be my brother, is Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I love Lin-Manuel.
Like the Puerto Rican camaraderie we would have together. And then I want all three of the McElroys to be my brothers. Especially Travis. I love Travis.
He's super cool.
Like in the show, he does this bit where he's like mentoring the teenagers at Justin's sister-in-law's high school. And he's just like, you can do it because you're great. And he shows them how to paint their nails. And
that's great.
I love Travis so much.
Oh my gosh. I feel like we should do like a Smash or Pass YouTube edition or something one time.
A what?
Smash or Pass. We could do it more appropriate, I guess. Really be like date or pass.
I'm not smashing anything. Smashing the stereotype that everything has to be so sexualized.
Or we have like Kiss, Marry, Kill.
Yeah, Kiss, Marry, Kill. We'll do Kiss, Marry, Kill. And y'all can submit some people or some fictional characters.
Yeah, that would be so much fun. Definitely, I think that would be a great video because I don't know, I find it interesting.
I love to watch them.
I do too. All right, I think we're starting to slow down now. I am thoroughly filled to the brim. We're probably just gonna keep nibbling on everything else here because we got a lot of food. Yeah, so this has been a great time, guys. If you like this video, go ahead, smash that like button if you fancy it.
Hit the bell if you want to know the exact moment when videos are uploaded to the multiverse that is the internet.
And subscribe to my channel for all my future content. There's plenty of stuff to come this year. It's gonna be my second video posted this year. I already have at least 3 to 4 more that I plan on filming within this next coming month. So, and those usually go up as soon as they're done editing. Also, leave a thumbs up if you want us to do our own kind of Q&A like Phil is Not on Fire, since there will be no more of those, and we're all very triggered by it. We gotta keep the tradition going.
We're the heroes the internet deserves.
And the heroes that it needed.
Hit like, subscribe, hit the bell, sponsorship, PayPal, Patreon. She doesn't have any of that.
Love you guys. Y'all the best. I don't know, is this like 2005 again? What's happening?
Bye.